So 85 points on the Nifty. The Sensex is up 295 points. And we've got the first rates on your screen now. 24,800, 54,170, 54,200, just about finding its feet. The small cap index is yet to open. That is yesterday's change, which you see on your screen. But that'll start to, it's opened up about 1/3% now, the small cap index, the mid cap index. So it's all across the board, 1/4% higher on the indices. Let's look at the Nifty heat map. I think gives you a quick sense of where we are on the Nifty 50 stocks, up and down, mostly all higher this morning. So Mahindra, once again, for the second day running on the Nifty, of course, the top gainer, ITC is on the other end. Surabhi.
Okay, let's take a look at the individual movers and shakers then. I'll start with the insurers. It's all about insurance. HDFC Life, ICICI Pru, Niva, Bupa, all of these stocks are up and about, as many of the life insurance companies have given out the extent of the impact. Aside of that, Mahindra is in pole position once again after a 6% move yesterday. M&M is managing another 2% today, so looking good. There's Trent with a 1% gain, Bajaj Auto, Eicher, Asian Paints, SBI Life, HDFC Life, like I've been saying. So it seems the residual GST impact continues to play out. This is what it is. Beyond all the GST consumer insurance sort of names, you've got something like a Power Grid that stands out. Reliance is actually up 0.5%. Though, as our earlier guest explained, that of course even Reliance is a huge retail business, so the GST cuts are going to help it in a big way as well. On the flip side, ITC, Nestle seeing some profit taking. Apollo Hospitals, which is up 2%, also slightly lower, but not much beyond that. The rest of the Nifty is quite okay, and 24,800 is on the board. Nigel.
Well, a few stocks that are moving around actually. Prime Focus, the 1.5% large trade took place. That stock is probably one of the stocks in the broader markets that's flying away up close to around 8%. Jai Bharat Maruti, that's another stock that's doing very, very well. That's up close to around 5%. So big up move is what we're seeing on that name. BGR Energy, something's going on there. Financials don't justify this sort of a move. But in the last 3 months, the stock has actually doubled. So that's another one, in fact, that's moving up. I think it's up close to 4.5%. It was $100 odd just 3 months ago. Sterlite Technologies, that one as well is up close to around 4% as we speak. And moving on large volumes, a good up move is what we're seeing on that particular name. One Mobiwick stock that we had highlighted at around 240 rupees, that the supply overhang is out of the way. The stock had pulled back a little bit. Now it's moving higher on large volumes. RBL Bank, is trending higher. That one keeps going into the F&O band. So that's another name that we're looking at. And Aptus, yesterday there was a virtual clean out trade. Stock has been an underperformer for the last 5 years. Now the street is getting a little bit optimistic because the names that came in that large trade are, quite solid names. So the street is optimistic that they can deliver the numbers that they've spoken about in terms of growth, in terms of operational efficiency. For the time being, that one's holding with a gain of around 1.5%. And Electronic Smart, that's a company that we'll get later on in the day here on CNBC-TV18. That's up close to 3.5%. So pretty okay start, guys.
Absolutely. And, it's looking good overall. And 70 points still holding, about 24,800. Yesterday, of course, from the top, the market sold off about 200 plus points. So kind of sort of recovering some of it. Clawing back some of it, at least in the first 10 minutes or so of trade. Insurers are at the bottom of the screen, and we'll have other sort of sharp movers as well out there. Sridhi Bhattacharya is with us.